Hello, I'm Mystic Flower, and today I'm going to be giving a lesson on a Reiki long distance healing. And so I'll introduce you a little bit to what is Reiki, and Reiki is an energy healing medicine, and it could be applied to so many situations. Now, in today's lesson, it's going to be about long distance, and we are going to introduce a symbol, a Reiki symbol, particularly that is used for this. Now, this symbol used to be only taught in secret, passed from the teacher to the student. It is no longer a secret. You are able to find the symbol on the internet. All you got to do is Google the name and you'll be able to find it. So this symbol is a little bit more complicated than the first two. And the first two are, I made a video where I teach you all the hand position that you will use in conjunction with the symbol. So the new symbol that I'm introducing, it's a little bit hard to pronounce, so I'll try to do my best. So this is the symbol, and it's pronounced Han She Se Shu Ne. And so when you look for this symbol on the internet, you want to look for the one that has number arrows. Those number arrows will actually teach you how you supposed to draw them in sequential order. And so with this one, you'll start with the top to the bottom, then side, and then draw the legs. Now this symbol is a little bit more complicated, so it's very important that you find it on the internet, print it out. I'm gonna write the name on the bottom here so you'll be able to find this. And so you will use in conjunction with the other two symbols, and you will draw it on your hand. This new symbol that I'm introducing you to, you could actually draw it on the air, on space. So you could draw it with your fingers basically, and you do it in the position. And it's a power symbol. So like I mentioned in my other video, I made two other videos. I made actually the Attunement video. So that Attunement video is the initiation from teacher to student. Basically, if you think you do not have the gift to heal another person, that is not an issue. With these symbols, drawing it on your hand, it would activate the power of healing through your hand. Now, the source that all this power actually comes from is from God. And so it comes through you, work through you, and through your hands. So you draw that from above and draw it into your heart. The reason you want to draw it into your heart is because the energy of the heart is spanned a lot farther than even the one in the mind. So you want to use in conjunction all your healing works with your heart. And then from your heart, you reach that and throw it out through your hands. That's how the energy flowing through your hand. And so with this new symbol, it is the one that is used for distant healing. And what it actually means there's no past, no present, no future. So it transcends all space and era. So you don't have to worry about it in the past, in the present, and in the future. It's gonna activate that in a wide span of usage. Now, with the long distance healing, is basically when the person that you want to apply healing is not there present. And so in those cases, you will have to use, you could use prop. This is why I have this lovely teddy bear here joining me in the video. You will use, for example, the teddy bear to do all the hand position that I teach you in the other video. So I made two other videos. One is for self, where you could apply it to yourself, and you could do that at home in the private of your comfort. And I show you all the hands position where you would place it to provide healing through that energy area. Now, I also made another video, which is caring for other people. And so that's when you have the other person present. But in this case, say you have a loved one that is in a different state, a different country, and far off, that you're not able to have that contact with. That's where you would use props, other props, in place of the person. So you will use, for example, the teddy bear, this lovely, gorgeous teddy bear, and you will place your hands in, you would use the symbol first in your hand. You will apply the long distance one. You could apply that in the air, draw it with your hands in the air on top of the teddy bear. And then you will use the same hand position that I teach you. So starting with the eyes, the head, all the hand position, you will use the teddy bear in place of the person. There's other props that you could also use. And here I have this lovely translucent statue. And so you would do it with the same, starting with the head, and gradually go through every position. Now, the importance of doing all the step is because that way you do a very thorough job, and there's more force going through the whole body. I know there's some people just take shortcuts and just do one area and transit from the top to the bottom in just one sweep. But I want you to, and you could do that if you want to do a quick Reiki section. But I want you to be more thorough and spend more time, because the more time you spend on that person in thought, sending it out to them, the more they will benefit, more power to them. And so you could use a teddy bear, a statue, and of course you could use a photo of a person. So here I have a loved one, and I would imagine them doing all the hand position gradually through the photo. So those are three props that you could use when the person is not present. Now, it's not only limited to providing healing for a person. With Reiki long distance, it's usually a technique that is taught in a second level Reiki class workshop. And so I'm giving you the benefit that I want you to be able to know this and do it yourself so you could apply it. There's so many people that could benefit from this. And so I want you to have that advantage to be able to do this. This is something that should be free to everybody. I know a lot of people does workshop, and workshop are wonderful because you get to practice on another person. But when it comes to long distance, you could practice this from your own home. It's basically you knowing how to do this. And I want to give you the confidence that yes, you could do this. And so please do watch some of the other videos so you'll know the hand positions, where to place them. And so you could do the attunement video, which is the very important one. So we could open the channel of healing through your hands so you could provide this service to everybody. And again, it's something that should be free for everybody, and this is why I'm teaching this. And so you're not only limited to do this on another person, you could actually apply it to a lot of situations. And I'll give you an example. You could apply Reiki long distance for healing the land. So even if you live in an apartment building, I would suggest that you apply from the center of your heart, reaching out and providing Reiki through your whole environment. So even imagine the healing taking effect, going through the hallway of the apartments, going through each room of all your neighbors, and being applied into their life so they could have more peace into their life, more health into their life. And then even people that own land, they could provide Reiki healing to their own land. So from the center of their home, reaching out that energy source, and through all the space in their room, in their house, their floor, their ceiling, to their front yard, being extended further out through the trees, being absorbed, more tree growing vibrant and beautiful, attracting the birds. Whenever you have birds in a home, a surrounding home is a sign of a happy home. And so you want to see birds coming to the house, to the trees, everything in the air functioning, the water, the land. So apply Reiki to all your atmosphere. That is one way of also giving it to your atmosphere And so, in fact, that is going to be one of the homework that I'm going to give you, that you apply that through your whole atmosphere where you live. So extending out to the block, to the end of the block, to further out, and so you will have a better atmosphere of living and all around you. And so that is your homework. So you got to practice that using, and again, using the power symbol. So you initiate and activate that into power. Now, not only is it good for the land, but there's other ways that you could apply Reiki. You could apply it to a past situation. Say you had a trauma, or you know somebody else that might have had a trauma, maybe a car accident, and so you could apply that Reiki to the past, so there be a peace upon that person in that event that happened in the past. So that's one way of doing it in the past. That's why with the name of this, meaning there is no past, no present, no future. So the other way you could apply it not only to the past, but going to the future, and as a future event that you may not know that is going to be happening, but that time of stress, when it does come, that there be Reiki energy being sent, so it be calmer, so the situation will be a lot smoother than it was supposed to be. So it also be applied to the future event. So that is one way. There's so many situations that you could actually apply Reiki at a distance at different time level. And so I will encourage you to please do a situation from the past. If you have one in mind, if one that came to mind, apply Reiki. Test it out. Put it to practice. That calm situation, that stressful situation in life, and it could have been a divorce, it could have been a situation, relationship with parents that went wrong, whatever the situation that caused this just a hard feeling, soften it, go to the past in that moment and apply Reiki, apply energy to soften and make things a lot better. And so, and who's to know what is going to be coming in the future? Apply Reiki to the future, extend it further out, what's going to be happening, so when those stressful situations does happen, that it will be countered with peace and happiness, and just soften the situation. And so I given you homework to do, and further if you want to study more about Reiki, my recommendation is that you go on the internet and select 3 books of your choice to read about Reiki. That way you be better balance more information. But Reiki is something that could be applied to absolutely all types of situation. And so it's something that is free and available to everybody. Doesn't cost a thing. All you have to do is put your heart in the work, and it will work for you. And so I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that you be blessed. You have a wonderful day today. Bye-bye.